Hello, beautiful internet family. Dan here from DansTube.TV. And today, I've got my full review on the Osmo Mobile 5 from DJI. Now the question on everyone's lips, does size really matter? Let's find out. The Osmo Mobile 5 is slightly more expensive than previous Osmo Mobiles. It's actually 239 Australian dollars, but this is the first time in a while that I've been really excited for a mobile gimbal. They've done something completely different here. They've actually created an extension rod within the gimbal system itself. It's got a completely different handle design, and there's a few really unique aspects to this that I'll mention throughout the review, but it's definitely a unique offering from DJI. Now, if you are interested in picking up the Osmo Mobile 5 or any of the other Osmo Mobile series, or even a drone from DJI or an action camera from DJI, then I've actually got a special coupon code for my audience. It's for the D1 store. So go to their website, use the code MMAFB, and you can save 10% off all of your drone, camera, and accessory purchases. It really does add up when you're purchasing a drone or an action camera, or even the Osmo Mobile 5, you're gonna save 10%, so it's worth your time. When you look at the Osmo Mobile 5, you can see it's a much more compact and portable design. It's tiny in comparison to the Osmo Mobile 4 SE. You can see that this guy here has got a thick handle and it's a larger design, like significantly larger in comparison. So that's such an advancement for them to make it this much smaller. You can see the difference there, but it's still able to carry all the latest and greatest smartphones. It's such a portable and capable gimbal. It really is remarkable what they've been able to do here. And with this new design, it comes with the extension rod built in. Now the extension rod is capable of going 215 millimeters into the sky. Have a look at this. Pop it out. That's amazing. Now having this extension rod has actually made the world of difference to just using a smartphone gimbal in all sorts of environments. It really does open up some new opportunities to be able to capture some cinematic footage. Now the big thing, one of the main reasons why I love this so much, is you've got this little swivel head here. So you can actually swivel that head. You can't go back, so that's the lock point there. So you can't actually push the phone back to kind of angle it down, but you can pull it right back to you. So that means if your phone is on the end here, you can actually get really nice low shots like this. Now previously you'd have to like flip it upside down, or you just wouldn't be able to capture it because the motors wouldn't be able to point up enough. But having that swivel head actually means you've got a whole range of movements, and it makes it so much more fun to use. Previously, there were limitations, like I would try to film and it would just point down because the motors couldn't point up that much more. It was frustrating. You know, I felt like I had limitations with what I could actually capture. But now with this swivel head, I've got full control over how I capture the footage I want to capture. So the Osmo Mobile 5 still has this ingenious clamping system. You literally just clamp it onto the phone like that, ready to go. And then it's got that magnetic piece on the back there. You line it up with the gimbal, slap it on, and it's that simple. And honestly, one of the more satisfying things about this gimbal is just that magnetic clap. It just sounds like you're slapping it down. Like, listen to this. Oh, and it just aligns perfectly as long as you've got that little indent there poking here. It just slots in and finds the perfect position every time. And now from here, if I turn it on, it will do its usual thing. It will set it up like that, and then I can adjust the orientation I want to go in. And this is what I was talking about before. So if I extend it out, you can see I can extend it and it's still working. Everything's fine. That's another thing I really like. Like, you can move this at any point and it doesn't screw with the motor system. You don't have to recalibrate it or set it up again. It just works with your workflow, which is really cool. And then from here, I can literally angle this down whenever I want. And now I've got all different angles. You can see how it's flat. I can then position it back to the top. And now I've just got it literally sitting flat, so I can push it back down if I really want, or I can extend it out and then angle it down to me. And that gives me an opportunity to get one of these shots that just wasn't possible on previous smartphone gimbals. it was always limited. You know, you'd always have to kind of move it in a weird way. So it's got such an amazing functionality to it now. It's not just the extension rod. That swivel head on the end actually makes the world of difference to your workflow. Another super practical element of having an extension rod is you can literally put your tripod, this is the one that you get with the Osmo Mobile 5, but you could set it up to a larger tripod, which is the one I'm using here, or whatever you want. And then once you set it down, previously that would be as high as it can go. You know, you could set it down and you're hoping that it's gonna get you in frame, but having that additional extension rod means that you can set it down on a table and it's actually gonna have the right angle you're looking for. You know, it's gonna have the height that you're looking for in really any shot. And this was another thing that I found super useful. I was out filming on my own. I set this down, pulled up the extension rod, and then I just started tracking myself. I just used the gesture, which was the hand up, or you can do the piece. And it literally just filmed me. It's like having a camera crew with you. It does everything for me. It just tracks me. I didn't have to do anything. Literally just waved, and that was it. Super simple. And having that additional height actually makes the world of difference when you're filming on your own. In terms of the functionality from the gimbal system, it works flawlessly, very similar to previous gimbal systems out there for your smartphone. It's got the zoom options on the side here. You've got the mode option here. You can just quickly switch between video or photo. You got your little stick here, your little thumbstick. You can actually get the movements you're looking for if you are the main person controlling it. You can also literally double tap that, switch your orientation, or you can tap it once so that it switches the camera from the front to the rear camera. You've got the trigger on the back here, which I really love the trigger because you tap it once and it starts the ActiveTrack process. Tap it twice and it will center it out. And if you hold it, you can actually lock that point there. So it's literally looking over that way. No matter which way I move, it's still filming in that direction. Again, super easy to use. And once you're used to all of the button functionalities, it's such a powerful system just for one person. Like, I love the fact that this is a solo setup and you can get pretty much everything you need from your phone. It's the ultimate accessory for your phone. The other thing that really impressed me about the Osmo Mobile 5 is the ActiveTrack capabilities. It's using ActiveTrack 4.0 compared to ActiveTrack 3.0 on previous models, and it's remarkable. Honestly, like, there's a video of me walking between poles, like it's just this random little pergola thing. There's poles in the way, and I'm walking behind the pole. You can see it loses me, but then as I poke my head out, it goes, oh, there's that face that we were tracking. It's really intelligent. It's actually like a human being, the way it processes things and goes, oh, so he's gone behind there, but he's probably gonna come out here, so let's look there. Oh, there he is, and then it starts tracking you again. It's honestly remarkable. And again, it kind of goes into that whole concept of this is the perfect individual solo filming tool, because you can set it up for a selfie, for example. It will be tracking your face automatically. And again, I did tons of tests. It never loses you. Even when the lighting condition changes, it just does an amazing job. And that's just a testament to how good the algorithm is, or the coding is, that DJI have put into their ActiveTrack 4.0. The Osmo Mobile 5 also has a ton of different intelligent shooting modes. So you have a panorama mode, which is remarkable, as you would imagine. There's a clone me pano, so that means that it will take a photo, you can move to a new location, it will take a photo again, move to another location, and as the name suggests, it will clone you so that it looks like you're in multiple locations. That's a bit of fun. That's kind of a fun thing to share on your social networks. Maybe not the most practical thing, more of a novelty thing, but still something fun and a little bit unique. And then from there are multiple video modes. So you have the story mode, which allows you to just choose a template and it will basically help you create some awesome shots. You got the dynamic zoom, which I tested a few times. It's one of those things you really want to play around with a little bit more, and you need the actual real world application for it. So if something's moving in the background or you want to really create a dynamic layer to your footage, then that can be a bit of fun to use the dynamic zoom. You got time lapse, which is always a crowd pleaser. And then you've got spin shot as well. So it will actually start spinning as you're moving in to take the shot. So again, a very unique perspective and some fun modes that help you be a little bit more creative and to help you become more of a filmmaker. You know, it's helping you think outside of the box and create something unique to add to your film or to your little video projects that you're sharing online. Another thing I really like about the Osmo Mobile 5 is the ShotGuides. So what that actually means is when you're in the DJI Mimo app, which is the app that you use in combination with the Osmo Mobile 5, it will actually pop up with guides. It will recognize what environment you're filming in, and it will give you some guides and insights and some kind of hints of how to really capitalize on the area you're filming in how to make sure that it really stands out in unique environments. And that's great, because what this is doing is it's helping people become better filmmakers. It's actually helping them with the process of capturing unique videos. And I love that. That's super unique and something that's extremely helpful. You know, this is targeting really anyone, because anyone with a smartphone is going to pick this up. But I would argue that if you've got like, you know, a high-end camera system, you're probably not going to be buying this. So it's more so like the entry-level filmmaker. It's more so the travel blogger or the family person who wants to film their family. It's for those type of people who want to have a bit of fun, want to create something creative, but maybe don't care too much. They're not too serious about film. Then this is great, because it's actually going to make you a better filmmaker. It's going to give you the guides, and it's going to give you some guidance around how to improve your footage with all of the different modes and features that are built into this one system. It's quite amazing what they've been able to do here. So I think even though it's a little bit more expensive than the previous version, it does have some amazing offerings that make it stand out over the previous models. I've actually been really impressed with the Osmo Mobile 5. I thought it was just going to be an extension rod, and I thought, well, that's just a novelty, that's just a gimmick. But they actually impressed me here. The fact that you can pull it up and it's actually got a swivel to the head there. Like I was saying before, that has made the world of difference to capturing unique videos. On top of that, that smaller handle I thought was going to be a problem, but I've grown to love it. You know, you can even use like the tripod down the bottom, the little tripod that comes with the kit. I literally connect that, and then you can hold on to that as your main station. You can hold on to both like that almost. So that doesn't really make a difference to me. You can offload the weight to the point that it's not that heavy, and that's amazing. The fact that you can capture 4K footage with a high-end phone and have it all built into a 3-axis gimbal system that can track you, that actually has an advanced tracking mode and has that extension rod. So you can literally just plop it up, set it down on a table and just track yourself. Or if you're the camera person, you can track someone as well. It's really, really cool. And in terms of ease of use, that's another thing that I'm really impressed by. Really anyone can pick this up and use it. You might not know all the button combinations, even though they guide you through the application. But let's say I just gave this to someone, told them the basic functionality. They could pick this up and use this and capture some really usable footage, like stuff that you would actually want to share with people. Stable footage and reliable footage from literally anyone. You can give it to anyone in your family, they can pick it up, press the button once, it will start tracking you, and then all they have to do is point it roughly in your direction. The algorithm will pick up on you and it will track that person with ease. You don't even have to think about it. It's like you could point and shoot and you could be looking over here, but it's still capturing smooth footage. So honestly, I think this is probably the best smartphone gimbal I've ever used. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I was kind of unimpressed or wasn't that interested in smartphone gimbals. I'd kind of lost interest in them, but this is an innovation here. Having that extension rod, having the swivel head, having ActiveTrack 4.0, and all of those features built into the application, and just a reliable system that never failed. It never let me down. I had no issues with it. This is remarkable. So if you're in the market for a smartphone gimbal, if you've got a really good phone and you want to get into film a little bit more, or you're going on a trip with your family or with friends, this is a really cool addition to your film kit, and it will make the world of difference to capturing some very cinematic and unique footage. So I'd love your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget, the D1 store, you can save 10% if you are interested in this or any other drone or camera out there. Just use the code MMAFB to save 10%. And that's it, guys. I'll chat to you in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.